Hello, my name is Trinu and I'm part of the Study in Estonia team. I welcome you all to the very first episode of Study in Estonia podcast. If you are wondering what Study in Estonia is, it is a cooperation platform of institutions of higher education in Estonia. We provide students with all the necessary information about studying, programs, scholarships, application, and so on. In this podcast today, we will uncover what makes Estonia such an incredible destination for international students. From its top-notch education system, innovative technology, and breathtaking landscapes to its vibrant student life and welcoming culture, there's so much to talk about. Whether you're still considering studying here, already packing your bags, or just curious about the Nordic gem, we've got something for everyone. We'll share stories and tips and insights to help you feel at home in Estonia right from the start. So grab a cup of coffee or tea and let's dive into all the amazing things Estonia has to offer. Stay tuned and let's get started. So today together with me here studying Estonia's amazing student ambassadors, Artem, Pooja and Emily. Thank you for coming here today. And they will share their experience and journey studying in Estonia and how they ended up here. So please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Trinu. I will take a lead and tell it. First of all, my name is Pooja Kohli. I hail from India. So, first of all, why Estonia? So, when it came to my mind, it was in 2017 when my husband first explored the country Estonia, and then he told, this looks a very promising country in Europe, and I think we should explore because it is digitally nomad, it is digitally advanced country, and was offering and planning for nomad visa. And my first experience was, where the hell is Estonia? I had never heard about this country. And I went on Google and I'm Googling across about Estonia. But to my shock, I was so much astonished to see that it was such a digitally advanced country. Yeah. It has the cleanest air in the world. Also, if you see lately from Global Innovation Index, it has ranked number 16. Mm-hmm. In 2024, it was ranked number first in International Tax Competitive Index. And of course, it is growing it up. It is one of the Nordic country and it is such close to the nature. Mm-hmm. And that's where the idea came down because I have this dream to pursue an MBA and I started applying for the programs, various university. And trust me, I don't know when the process started and when the process ended and when I landed in Estonia. Mm-hmm. It was like a cakewalk. And that is how it's my story about Estonia and how I came in Estonia 3 years back and already completed my MBA from Estonian Business School and right now pursuing my PhD from Estonian Business School. And I will say this Estonia has become my home, far away from my home. It's very close to my heart. And this is my story and journey which led me to Estonia.
Really amazing journey, Pooja. I'm Emily. And I come all the way from the Philippines. I just moved to Estonia 5 months ago. And my background is in geospatial engineering. And right now, I'm a master's student in e-governance technologies and services. And I first heard about Estonia from my first job, straight out of university. My manager actually studied in Estonia. He studied digital transformation here. And of course, like you, my first reaction was, Estonia, where is that?
Yes.
And so he explained it to me. He mentioned that this country was just very small, but very digitally advanced. And I forgot about that eventually. 3 years later, I am working at a company where we're building the digital twin of the underground. And there's a lot of digital transformation topics there as well. And Estonia came to mind again. And I said, okay, this is the year that I'm going to pursue higher studies. I applied to the Tallinn University of Technology. I got accepted and I'm here.
Wow. Awesome.
Wonderful, truly. But you came from so far away and I'm for a bit closer.
Yeah.
I'm coming from Eastern Ukraine. My name is Artem. I'm a student at Taltech, pursuing my management degree under International Business Administration program. My journey was not that clear and obvious. I didn't know that I will be studying in Estonia, and here I am for already third year. How I started actually, it's my plan was to study in Kiev in one of the best universities and pursue a degree in international law or international economy. And then, unfortunately, the war has started, and I had to change my plans completely. And I started looking over like different places because I didn't have any plans. I just like took texted to many different universities, and Estonia offered me a nice opportunity to study at Tartu University at first, and then I also applied to Taltech and was able to study here. It was an amazing experience. I'm finishing my degree. It's my last semester. I think I came here from nothing, like with nothing. It was completely difficult in the beginning. I was struggling a lot. It was challenge of environment. It was also different other challenges, and I think for now I had been like in 18 countries for these 2 years. I have completed a degree abroad, Erasmus studies. Also, I have joined different student organizations and volunteer opportunities. It's amazing, and I'm so grateful for this experience in Estonia. So, if I could make it with nothing, I think you could do it as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's so great of sharing, Artham. But as you just mentioned that Estonia was not your first priority and you're already there studying as 3 year, and there has been situation which has brought you to Estonia. So how has been your experience as a student from past 3 years?
So I would say it's like for me, I'm thankful for being a part of this education environment here. I believe that Estonia is a small country, but it gives you different perspectives. And after first year, I went to Erasmus to Lisbon for 6 months. It was an amazing experience. I like changed community. I learned a lot culturally, educationally. It was different system. It was beautiful, and I went back. Here, I experienced the most advanced, I think, from perspective of management of the education systems I've ever seen. I have access to mentorships, and actually, my mentor was provided by Taltech, and it was one of the head of one of the biggest retail companies in Estonia, and real estate companies, and it was an amazing experience. So I think it's very, very good. But Emily, I want to ask you, like you mentioned that you have actually chosen Estonia because of the career goals perspective, and it somehow connected to your like work. May you please explain, like, does it actually help you, and how it helped you to endeavor your career?
Interesting question, because I actually came to Estonia as a student with a full-time work already. And that's just what I love about the student visa that I got here in Estonia. It allows me to work full-time while I'm doing my master's. And that's something that a lot of countries do not give you. For context, I was initially applying for a university somewhere else, and they only allow you 10 hours of work per week. So if you're already done with your bachelor's and you're trying to pursue higher studies, but your concern is, I don't want to get a scholarship, I want to work while I'm studying, Estonia is just really perfect. I'm really loving my time at Taltech, my university right now. There's really work-study-life balance, and I like that. And also the things that I'm learning from my curriculum right now, there are also things that I'm actually applying to my work right now. So for e-governance technologies and services, we discuss a lot of things related to e-government, to public sector, but also with cybersecurity, service design, customer experience. And those are things that I'm currently applying in my work as well right now. So that has been really great. And apart from that, I'm learning so much about Estonia, just like as a nation, as this digitally advanced society. And my classmates are also teaching me a lot. One of my classmates said that, his biggest flex is that it only took him a total of 30 minutes to file taxes in his entire life. Back in my country, that would take 6 hours in line for a single tax filing.
That is the reason
But
they
you can do
rank
it
number
online.
one.
Estonians can do it online. It only took him 30 minutes his entire life. I think he was like 40 or 50 years old. Like, that was mind-blowing to me. I'm sure you guys
Yes.
also had experience
Yes,
about
yes.
the digital services of Estonia.
Yeah, and actually you have an opportunity to open your company in 5 minutes.
Yes.
It's basically like easy done, you know.
I don't think so. I've ever gone to any official office or any official department to get my work done. It's just over there on your screen. You just need a Wi-Fi. Just sit down on the beach or probably enjoy your sauna or then just get your work done.
Yeah.
That is how the experience has been in Estonia. But that's great, you know. But I have one question for both of you. Like, how was, when you shifted down over here, what was your experience as adapting to the weather of Estonia?
Oh, I didn't know that, I have to actually take vitamin D at first.
Yes.
Oh,
That is must.
that's a challenge.
Yeah.
And first semester here for me was difficult just because I didn't know. If I think in other case it would be fine as it is now, but at first semester without vitamin D, I was down. My mood was down. I was kind of depressed a bit, and I was in crazy situation like with my health. But it's just because I didn't know. Afterwards, I took some like medication, and then I realized that I have a deficit actually, and I need to take it So it was my mistake.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
I'm experiencing
Vitamin D is
exactly.
important.
I keep it right beside my bed. And coming from the Philippines, it's a tropical country. I live 5 minutes away from the beach, back in my parents' home, and it was such a shocker for me. But I got here during the fall, and it was so beautiful. There was still sun, but everyone has been warning me about the winter. So I was actually kind of expecting -10 to -20 degrees, but we haven't gotten that
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely.
And
This
it's
year.
actually
It's like
manageable.
-1.
People have been telling me about layering. During the university orientation, actually, it was so thoughtful. They were telling the students, hey, load up on vitamin D, do some layering. And I was surprised because, wow, I love that the university was also mentioning these other stuff and not just the school stuff, because that also affects your student life as well. So I'm just really glad they mentioned that beforehand.
They say in Estonia that you don't have bad weather, you just have bad clothing, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. I did one mistake. I shopped certain clothes back in my country, and then I realized it's not good. I think you should buy the clothes where you're coming down to the country, and then you get the right clothes and everything. But on the other hand, if you see, I have never faced any problem when it comes down to climate, because the summer are so beautiful. So summer is just not sitting at home, and winter is just like having get together at home, enjoying with the friends. So it's quite different.
Yeah, go out to coffee shop and maybe
Yes.
sometimes, or just cozy, like movie night at home next
Yeah.
to fire, you know.
But we all came here as international students, right? So I think it's safe to say that we all started from scratch, zero social life. How did
Yeah.
you guys eventually find your friends, find your community as a student in Estonia?
Oh my God, this is going to be a very interesting question. Though many people consider that Estonian people are cold, they are not so warm people. But frankly, my experience is totally different.
Oh.
I think I will rather say they are covered into their shell, and it is just the time that you have to take an approach and try to understand them. So if you don't make a moment to talk to them, they won't be talking to you. So that is the only difference. So I won't say, and I've made such a wonderful friends during my MBA program and right now in PhD program. Of course, we have international students also. But I have such a fantastic Estonian friends who are there, always there to help me over a phone call, whether it regards to finding some shops or whether to finding a plumber or maybe some small things, or just taking me and talking in Estonian language. Pooja, this is what they are telling it.
Yeah.
And they are the best friends over a couple of drinks.
If we come to me, I was driven by instincts. I just arrived. I was 17. I spent some 3 months before university somewhere else in another place. And then I applied to university, got to dormitory, and I was like, okay, now what should I do? I need community. And I was lucky to have Ukrainian community here. At first, it was and now it's like really big, and we are friends, and it's easy for me at this point. From another side, I was knocking to the door of each single organization and say, guys, do you have any job I can do? I like can volunteer. Just give me something. I want to join your organization. I knocked like to every single organization. We have more than 40 in our university, and I joined eventually to Erasmus Student Network Teltech. I see. It was wonderful. First semester was kind of challenging because of events, lots of events and new people. Next semester I became like partnership manager of the section. It's, for career perspective, it's really nice.
Yeah.
You monitor like different companies, you train your skills. And then I went to Erasmus, then I got to presidency, and now I'm president of this section, and it's beautiful. Absolutely. This thing... so I connected to locals through also different organizations such as European Federation, Student Federation, student federations, yeah. So this is another Estonian thing, and locals I met there and made a lot of friends. So summing up, my connection with Estonian culture and locals comes through the communities, through volunteering organization and student unions, and I highly recommend to everyone else to join these communities.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it is more about networking, connecting, and exploring yourself in Estonia. It cannot be that you just sit and laid back, because there is so much things to do it in Estonia. But I have this one thing which I want to ask Emily.
Oh.
So, Emily, how do you? What has been your experience comparing the education system back in your country and education system back in Estonia?
Yeah, good question. So I went to university in the Philippines, in one of the top universities there, actually. It's been great. My background was in engineering, and most of the things that we do were inside the classroom, like lots of hands-on work as well. But the very stark contrast that I see here in Estonia is really the community. I thought I would be studying with mostly Estonians. It made me nervous because I don't know the language. I don't know how I was going to connect. But the universities here, especially the one that I am now, Teltech, it's very international. So I've never really felt alone because we were all starting from scratch, right? In terms of social life. And also, there is just like this rich perspectives going on in the class because everyone's coming from another country. And my classes are in e-governance, right? So we're all talking about the state of the government in our respective countries. I would be talking to people from Greece, from Spain, from Kenya, Uganda, Germany, China, and it's also different. So during our classes, it's all very like the bouncing off of ideas with our professor and from each other with my classmates. It's been really great. And also, I also love how we literally go outside the four walls of the classroom to study about e-governance and all of these technologies that Estonia has. Once we went to NATO's cyber range in Tallinn, actually.
Wow, that's interesting.
You know that Tallinn or Estonia as a country has a history of cyber attacks. So they showed us how they do their cybersecurity trainings and how they do their cyber exercises to prevent those from happening again. So I just really love those kinds of practical training and hands-on experiences that the universities give us. So I really recommend it to anyone who's really looking for real life and very transferable skills coming into the job market. I'm sure you have the same experiences as well in your classes.
Yeah, I will rather say my class was more international. Like I'll say it was not more international, but I had locals also. But the MBA program, I had certain couple of high management directors and CEO of the companies who were the classmates, because of which the networking worked it on very nicely. And it was very interesting how the things have molded over the 3 years. Because now when I came down first to Estonia, again, there was a thing which people told me that you will not find accommodation easily. So let's talk about accommodation.
Oh,
so how
interesting.
easy it was as a student to get an accommodation. So I think, Artham, please.
I don't know, do you rent the room?
I rented a room.
Okay, and do you?
Yeah. I
So
rent
you
a room
like
as well.
a dormitory or?
I'm in the student dormitory.
Ah,
yeah.
okay. So you have similar experience then, because I like it's super easy. You just have a website. You choose like any of them, right? You just it's like plenty of them. You just choose one single room or like double bed or something like that, and you are given the option, and it's quickly, right, and really efficient. Otherwise, there is nothing to add in terms of dormitory from my side.
Oh, for me, renting experience was quite good. I just came down and I booked up an hotel for myself in 7 days, and I thought whether I'll get an apartment or not. And then it was like the couple of sites were so convenient. I just contacted someone directly to the owner or through the broker. They were friendly. They showed me the apartment. If you like it, the deal is done, and it's everything is done. It's like over a click away, as I told you. And for me, accommodation finding was within 5 days. After landing to Estonia, I already
Nice.
signed the contract and everything was there. But you know what was one interesting thing once after the accommodation was done?
Tell me.
That is very interesting. The transportation.
Transportation. What about it?
So I thought, okay, I have to shed many monies and I have to be long waiting to go from one place to another. But you know, what interesting was transportation was completely free. And it is still free
My
for
favorite
everyone.
thing.
Yes.
I love free things. yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And the thing that the bus is never late. You can be
Oh
late, but
my
not
God.
bus never late.
Yes,
Never.
trust me. I was like, a place where I belong is so crowded, overloaded with so many things. And nobody used public transport. Frankly, I've never used public transport in my country. And I came over here and I saw the public transport. Oh, you just get one card and you get everything registered it so easily. And you know, it was so interesting to travel. As Arthur mentioned, the transport is never late.
Well, interesting. As a student ambassador, the goal really is coming here. My goal is to share Estonia to the rest of the world, especially my side of the world, basically. Because when I told my family and friends, hey, I'm leaving the Philippines, I'm moving to Estonia, the first question really is, where? Where is that? And my answer is always, you know, Finland, the one below that. That's always the answer. And this is such a beautiful country with the very technological advancements that the world can learn about. So I really wanted to pay it forward and share studying in Estonia and Estonia in general to the rest of the world. So as a student ambassador, I'm learning a lot of skills in social media. So like digital marketing and like brand messaging and also writing. So that's been really great. And I know you guys have been writing blogs as well.
I think, yes, it's been like my third year as a student ambassador. I will say study in Estonia has given me very, very huge platform to showcase the talent, which I never knew I had it. When it came down to writing, sharing my stories, because when I first explored Estonia, I had many questions as a student. So I have got that platform to raise the voice or show my voice to the students who are lost and they want to understand Estonia from a student's point of view, how they feel it. So I have got that platform. Plus they have organized various training when it comes down to digital integration or social media enhancement. I have been like always doing training, and we have this school events of which you guys are also a part of it, which are like lovely events whereon student ambassadors along with some colleges and school get together and we go and explore the south side of Estonia or go for maybe an hiking trip, and it is so fun to do it. But you know, it has been a lovely experience overall as an international student. But you know, now when we are talking about international student, Trinu, you asked this question, but how has been your experience, okay, to deal with a student ambassador from such a different diversity and such a different countries?
Yeah, it has been amazing actually. It's now fourth year working with student ambassadors, and they change, quite a lot of them change every year. But all the different cultures and different people, there's so much to learn. Like with every student ambassador, you learn new things, and it has been amazing. And you're really doing your job awesome.
And thank you for giving us this opportunity to raise our voice and show it actually how Estonia is such a beautiful place for students who wants to come down.
Yeah, but guys, what about food? You have been talking about accommodation and everything, like Estonian food. Have you used to eat potatoes all the time?
First, I want to mention that I personally during my first year here, we had like lots of international these events and with different students. And Estonians introduced their kohuke, their different like handmade
Sour cream,
yeah,
hapkor.
yeah. And I like was engaged in this and involved in this process of making the food. And then I became like kind of Estonian ambassador abroad, like not official, of course, but I traveled to different conferences, and I was like from Ukraine basically, but also okay, I will represent Estonia. So we dance and then the Estonian national dances, and I prepared some Estonian foods, and I really like this cake you have made from chocolates, and you make it like a roll. I don't know. Can you maybe Trino, how it's called?
But what are the biggest challenges you have faced here during your studies or living here, and how you have been overcame those?
Oh, this is quite interesting, Trino. So one of the most biggest challenges that I faced during my education period at the first year is understanding what is actually expected out of me. Because the education system back in India is totally different as compared to Estonian education system. The professors, the lecturers, the supervisors give you more hands-on experience. They want to see you more indulge into the topic and see it from your point of view. On the other hand, of course, I will say people have shifted to this knowledge of practical education more, which I have learned a lot in Estonia. I think I have never used my brain coming up with so many innovative ideas or so many, classroom exercise or interacting with friends and coming up with solutions ever in my life. Maybe I did my MBA program later than my bachelor's. I did bachelor's long back, and then I took a gap of almost 8 years to complete my MBA, or more than that for completing my MBA. But back in many countries, still the culture is, okay, what is the definition of this? So you have to write exact word of the definition. And that has been a bit different, challenging for me, because I come from that education system, and then coming down to a different education system was quite challenging because I didn't knew what I'm supposed to do it. And that was one quite challenging thing.
I would build up on it, and I agree that you have to be quite creative to pursue your goals and adapt to your life. And I did it just to move to Estonia, right? Then I meet like a problem, not a challenge for myself, that I have to adapt to new society and new structure, new kind of norms and behaviors. And it was quite not clear for me at first. And it took a year for me to understand how European society actually works. And it's not because of Estonia or something, it's just because of my personal experience back at home.
Yes.
And then I moved to Erasmus in Lisbon. It was another move. So, and I put myself in the same situation all like again. And it helped me a lot.
Yeah, my main challenge is more of the personal and social side. I am thousands of miles away from home for the very first time in my life, and I'm actually living here in Europe, so far away. And for a Southeast Asian like me, I'm a very, very family-oriented person. I'm tight-knit with my friends, and suddenly, yeah, just like all of you, I had to start from scratch with my social life. So homesickness was definitely a challenge, and I know that's going to be a concern as well for a lot of international students who are thinking about studying in Estonia or studying abroad in general. But the amazing thing is, with Estonia being such a very international student community, it didn't feel lonely at all. I was part of ESN, which Artem is the president of, and literally every day they had mixers and social gatherings together to bring international students together. And I've met some of my closest friends there. And outside of school, in Tallinn in general, there are also a lot of community events. Like, people are just obsessed with going out and exploring nature, doing sports, or like gathering of like-minded people, like in the tech space, in the creative space. And I just love that.
Yeah, I think I usually now when I'm there on Facebook, I see so many event page coming down, or let's have this game night, or probably have a karaoke night,
Yes.
or probably have some couple of drinks night, and together. It is such a huge community, and I think if you're at a right place, or probably if you have certain hobby that you would like to pick it up, I will recommend to pick up some hobby which makes you interest, which is a hobby which is quite close to you and which you enjoy it.
It's really good.
And but when you talk about the homesickness and various aspects, we spoke about vitamin D, we spoke about various things, but there is also which I will like to address about Estonia is the health system, which is quite supportive.
I want to add on this because maybe if you have this problem with homesickness and you're introverted person and you don't want to socialize or something. I mean, at some point I was like that, and then I just kind of overcome it through step by step. Basically, I joined ASN as a partnership manager. Why? Just because I was dealing with this all things online. I didn't interact with people. I was online doing my job. Everyone, like, it was visible, it was valued, and this is the way. But also, universities provide actually psychologists, free psychologists.
Oh, that's good.
And I think it might help you to kind of, overcome your homesickness. And anyway, like, you're not locked in Estonia. You just can buy tickets and visit your family after 1 semester or 2 semesters.
Yeah, but I think boredom is more about your personal thing. Like, you can do many things in Estonia. I will not say it is that you have to be particularly a part of a society or particularly a part of a group to do it. You have to capture some hobbies or something which you were doing back in your India. And of course, everybody has an homesickness when it comes down to missing your family, your parents and everyone. That is always there. And right now we are in such an advanced thing. We have like Instagram, WhatsApp to call them and talk to them. But I say, like, just go ahead and talk it. But when I was talking about health system also, and which Artham also mentioned it, Estonia has one of the good health system. And of course, it is a bit tricky to register the doctor at the beginning because I was looking for English speaking doctor and I was not getting it.
But eventually,
eventually it comes down. But once it is there, it is quite structured way of it. Everything is written on the portal. So I did certain medical test. And, and I went somewhere to another doctor for some insurance health checkup, and they already knew my history. I'm like, oh my God.
They
have.
That's Estonia for you.
Yes, that's Estonia. And they told, okay, have you taken care of this health? And they were like literally telling me, you have to take care of your health like this. And so that way, the health system of Estonia is also very good.
And I have heard that this health system somehow makes some kind of documents that you can share with doctors abroad, and they can check your health history. Everything is recorded, and you can open your application on your phone, scroll, and everything is written down with your medication, prescriptions, whatever.
Yeah, I think my mobile is my bank balance, my bank account, my digitally signed, my loan agreement, everything is like my doctors, my transport, everything is there on my mobile. So my mobile is my biggest asset after shifting to Estonia because everything is in one pack.
Very convenient.
And it's safe and from cybersecurity perspective, and the most protected. Estonia is the most protected country.
That was my next question. Like, how safe do you feel here? Is it safe to live here?
Okay, I want to answer this because I came here alone August 24th, I think. And my rent agreement with my student dormitory hasn't started yet, so I was staying at the hotel. Did you know the very first thing I did the moment that I put my luggage in the hotel? I walked the streets of Estonia at 1 a.m. just because. I just walked. Like, I felt safe. I was bumping shoulders with people, but walking in the streets as well, but I felt safe. Like, they were just walking like me. No, nothing. Like, I'm not gonna say there's no bad people here or there's no criminals here at all, but I just felt so safe. And that's something that I cannot do in my home country as a woman. But here, literally 1 a.m., I was just walking just because, like, okay, this is a city that I can finally feel safe in as a resident. Yeah.
I personally have an experience. I have found a bank card, and first, what you can do is just to call it a bank, and it will be automatically banned, and then bank inform the person, or you just can I texted the person and I called the bank. So this is how it works. And then there was a story. You were walking at 1 a.m. and I were walking at 3 a.m. And apparently at 3 a.m. I forgot my keys from from my dorm.
Lucky you.
And I didn't want to like wake up my roommates, you know. So what I done is I just called security and they came at 3 a.m. for me
Wow.
to open my my door. I think they were thinking something about me, but it's another story. Yeah.
But it's good. I think
Yeah.
it is excellent. But I
Yeah.
have this one thing which I have personally experienced, and I wanted to ask both of you because both of you are from different university, and I have different from different university. But I have seen Estonia adapts the new education system very fast. Like if the new technology or something new comes up into the market, like whether it was AI, maybe 2 years back,
Yes.
machine learning, like they are so adaptable. Like so fast, this technologies come down and the curriculums are made, and
Yeah.
things are there. So what do you
Yeah.
think?
So from it's like lots of Estonia is a country of startups. If you want to run startup, come to Estonia and run startup.
Yeah.
It's called Silicon Valley of Europe. It has the highest rate of startups per capita in Europe. It has 10 unicorns here, like Bolt, Skype, Wise. It was all made here, and it's absolutely beautiful.
What kind of advice would you give to the prospective students who are considering studying in Estonia right now?
Apply now.
Awesome.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Thank you so
absolutely.
much. And actually, it's admission period right now.
Yeah.
And on that note, actually, our next episode will be about the admissions application and also the application program we use in the whole Estonia. And there will be a guest from this company, so I'm pretty sure it will be very interesting.
We will. I'm pretty sure all the students who are applying this will be a best thing for them to look at it because the application system is so simple and so
Yes,
easy
it
and it is
is.
gateway. But yes, Trino, I think our audience have heard it more, but then we need to tell that how do they find us and where do they find us?
Yeah, definitely follow us in Instagram, Study in Estonia.
Yes.
Visit our webpage,
Yes.
studyinestonia.ee.
You have beautiful blog posts there.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can
Everything
follow
you
our
need to
student
know.
ambassadors there,
Yes.
read about their experiences more. Also, we are LinkedIn, Study in Estonia.
Follow us there.
Yes,
So we are there, and I hope to see that all of us follow us, Trino, and
definitely. And hopefully hear and see you next time. And thank
you
you so
next
much, guys.
time.
See you next
thank you,
time.
thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.